recording this from. So we are here in Lethbridge. We are around like 100,000 population that we just reached out this year. We are 3% Latino community in this place. So you guys know around 3,000 people from the Latino community. We're little, but we can be noisy. That's for sure.
That just shows me that.
Um,
And
Okay, so today we're gonna have quite a few things. A couple things
agreed to
about.
do it.
It's gonna be actually.
I wanted to
I
make
have a
it,
little complaint, guys.
something positive.
Yesterday I went to the golf gardens, and there was no support for this awesome event that these guys are doing. They call it Shelter Me at the Park, I believe. So I was there, and there was no support. So I don't understand why we're not supporting these events that actually are for the community, and it's kind of shame, to be honest, because all these efforts and all these planning and all these things that all
the
these
fact
organizers do, it's a lot of work, to be honest. Especially that if you actually
They go to Connect.
organizing that type of festival, a fundraising thing and stuff like that.
They hang up.
Please support. All these things are for you guys. So I complain now. I'm like, why there's no support? Why there's no people there to actually at least come and say hi or something? It was just kind of empty, and I feel terrible for the people who was planning this event. I know there was some people there, but we need more. Like, bring your family. There was bouncy castles. There was quite a few
And we
things.
can't get them to come.
I actually end up getting all my info so I can go and donate blood. They're gonna call me one of these days. So there you go. Like, they're creating these things, and they actually doing all these events with all their effort and all their. Because I do. You guys know that I actually work really hard on the Festival Latino. Thanks God it's going up. It's getting bigger and bigger. But I want the rest of the events too to grow up and to have that opportunity. We here, as how you call it, as an organizer for this type of like entertainment and stuff like that is hard when we don't get support. So please support. There's so many things. I remember like probably 7-8 years ago when I moved here 11 years ago, but now it was like around 8 years ago when I heard from the city of Lethbridge saying that they want to turn Lethbridge into a festival city. So here we are, we're creating it, but people are not taking advantage of it, or they're not there. So that can be my first complaint. Sorry, but it's not about happiness all the time. It's a marriage. We can have a good relationship, but sometimes we can have some arguments here and there. So that's my first complaint. Second one, it's a personal one. Okay, so guys, that I do provide DJ services and catering as well. But the catering is basically on the one side, most likely for my wife. But the DJ, I do have a passion since I was little. I can see my father having those 45, those vinyls and all that stuff, piles and piles. I don't know if I got hooked into that since I was little, but I have that passion to actually be there and create that atmosphere so you guys enjoy yourselves and have a good time. But then again, what if there's like 300 people private party, or 1,000 or more than that? Do you feel like I can actually please everyone at the same time? I don't think so. I mean, we try, and I'm a human being too, that I can do mistakes, especially when it's live. It's not pre-recorded. It's nothing. We're there. We're our own kind of, I don't know what even we have in our brains when we're actually creating that atmosphere and trying to get people to enjoy and have a good time. But there's always someone saying, "Oh, why you do that? Why?" Sorry, we can't be really, how you call it? We please one at a time, or we are there to create something that we feel like is good for everyone. I know there's going to be people that are not going to like
what
it.
hypnosis is.
But unfortunately, that's the way it is. And that's everywhere.
so
It's not
the
just
cat
here. We're talking about the whole
Well,
entertainment music industry. So there's genders for everyone.
I said, what do you need?
There's different things that, how you call it, that is being created out there for options for everyone out there. So please,
First of all, it's not lying.
the only thing that I'm asking is don't be rude. Like at least approach to us, and if we're making a mistake, let us know. Say, hey, you guys are not doing
His reality
what you're
is
supposed
based on
to,
time, that it's
or
based
anything
on-
like that. Remember, we are in
His
Canada.
reality is this.
It's
And
Canada.
I said reality
It's
is very
the
subjective,
best
right?
place
So without
for
the
me
intent to
personally. The best country. Thanks God I'm Canadian now. I got my family, my beautiful family that I'm raising here in Canada. The awesome and great opportunity to be in Canada is unreal. We're talking about, we're on someone that I came from New York City, eh? So I was in New York City almost 14 years.
And then
Coming from there to
got
here
talking
and
about,
Lethbridge and stuff, I noticed that people are super.
no, I just
Even when my mom arrives in the airport, she's like, my God, how
No, kid.
can they be so nice? Like, so polite and stuff. So let's keep on going that
No, no, like-
direction. Let's not
like,
change it. Let's
I
not,
had
how
to
you
focus
call
on what
it,
he was saying to be able to understand.
because of a few people. Sometimes I kind
he's
of
just-
get
he's
aggravated.
just-
Don't get me
he's
wrong. I
just
can be
here
annoyed.
6 months.
But let us
He said, like,
be.
he-
And if you do
He's
have a
got
complaint,
I think he's got a
let us know in a good way. Not like, oh, this and that, and trying to put me down.
It's just him.
No.
I think
So.
it's just, might be just him.
Anyways, that's all what I have for today on my complaints. But there's good things, of course, like always. You're listening and you're watching What's Cooking with DJ Tizio. And this week I have two beautiful ladies. They're coming from this group. It's called New Zumba. It's a little bit different than the other groups because I know there's Zumba Lethbridge too as well. So these ladies are going to be here coming with us, and they're going to be sharing with us different things. Different. I think they have quite a few projects too, different events that they're going to be doing. So, yes, please let me introduce you to my beautiful guests here, Gabriel and Jennifer. Jennifer, please.
Hi, do I go this way?
Yes, please.
Hi.
So, here they are. I'm really, I don't know, I kind of feel, imagine I'm right in the middle of two
But Sikh is
beautiful
the more-
ladies.
Sikh is the more radical.
Thank
Just
you very
imagine
much.
for a
Yeah,
second
yeah,
what that
so
would feel like, because
I'm pretty sure my
something
wife
like
is like,
that.
well, what's going on in there,
No.
yeah?
I've
But-
met Carol. She has nothing to be nervous about.
Thank you very much. So, like I said, Jennifer and Gabriel, thank you for being here today. Um, you guys are New Zumba. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, Jen and I met about 5 years ago, and we both had been doing Zumba, and we loved Zumba, and we took the plunge and decided to become Zumba instructors and to team teach. So we've been team teaching together now for 4 years, and
Who's counting?
Yeah, no one, no one's counting, and we love it. We've been trying to teach more and more classes, and we really enjoy it.
Really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
So we also are we're some of the only people in Lethbridge that teach aqua Zumba. So a lot of people.
I never heard that before.
I know.
See?
Samba in the water.
No way,
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
super cool.
Yeah.
I remember this, that every time that it was the fundraise for the MS, if I'm not wrong, you guys were there supporting every single time. And a lot of people doesn't understand all that effort that we all put it together in order to get things going and actually creating or actually getting people involved into these type of community. And you guys have been putting a lot of
That
good
is the
work, and
basic
I
thing.
love it because it's not easy like everybody else. Like I said, you guys have your own private families. Private lives and your own families and stuff. Being away from that and and just donating all your time and effort. I really appreciate that.
Well, we appreciate it too. We always see you at these events, and
Thank you.
and you know what? You're building a community, and these ripples start. They're small, and right now you're in this, and you see that maybe sometimes those ripples don't move as fast as you'd like, but it will make a ripple, and it's going to get better, and it builds on itself, and the energy grows, and then it just becomes this monster, and it's awesome. And like Festival Latino, and what did I see? Oh, the Pride Festival was outstanding, and that started
Yes.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
And that, I mean, remember, I don't know, the first year was so small. It was so small, and it was this sort of outside the box thinking for Lethbridge, and now people count on
that's
it,
the same
and
though
they
with
expect it,
Italy,
and it's big. and
because
so it
the
grows.
southern
Things
part
get
of the
better.
route was
And
invaded so many
I,
times from North
and
Africa.
Gabriel,
Right, that's
I
where you
speak
get
for Gabriel,
the sort of
so I
that
appreciate that you're
dirty
doing these things
mentality.
too.
Well,
When
then
I speak
again,
for myself, I speak for her.
and I think that
More of that
you know,
Scandinavian
when
mentality.
we find ourselves in a group that we have that passion and that commitment to bring these all this effort and all that energy into these different events that we do, please, all we ask to everyone is come support,
Yep.
come enjoy it, have a good time. Like, you know, we're here for that. Like, as entertainers, that's what we are. That the main thing is, like we're looking for that, for that feedback, for that support. So, yes. So please, there's so many things going on, to be honest. And I know that you guys are going to talk about that. There's quite a couple projects. I don't know who's going to go.
But they'll go back to the
Well, we
same
do have a
thing
couple
and start
projects
with
on the go. One, we wanted to just we just did want to mention that we're super excited because we are currently packing to head off to Florida for
ZinCon.
What's that?
That's the International Zumba Community Convention in Orlando, Florida, and
Wow.
they come together.
What's the
once
name
a
of the
year.
guy, the main guy who
Beto
created?
Perez.
There you go. Where's he from?
He is from Colombia.
There you go.
There you go.
Wow, it has to be a Latino guy, right? So yes.
Oh
You
yeah,
know, it's something that-
for sure.
Excellent.
He's all spice.
Many
So
people-
yeah, it's,
When is happening?
it's
You know, talk about-
happening next
we talk about
weekend
religion and Christianity.
in Orlando,
Yeah,
and
so
it's
Christianity, in
7,000
essence, was
Zumba
created
instructors from
by
around the
Constantine.
world.
Can you imagine? I mean, there's you go to. Have you been to a Zumba class first of all?
Of course.
Okay, like have you danced and everything?
Right.
Okay.
Not. I wish I had you guys' energy. To be honest. Just watching you guys, I'm like, oh, jeez, how do you guys do this?
And they build that energy, and so you get one or two instructors in a room. Imagine 7,000 instructors. Like, it's gonna
be
hit the room. It's gonna be nuts.
It's unreal that actually I was in Nicaragua for the last 2 years, and then I go to this hotel, and almost every weekend they have it going on. I'm like, and I seen videos from Daddy Yankee that he's in Japan, or
So cool.
and there's tons of people, and they're like, wow.
And so many men. Did you notice the ratio? There's like 40-50% men. Lethbridge is not quite that
No,
ratio
Yeah,
yet.
no,
Renee,
we're
we
kind of
know.
lazy. We're kind of lazy. Sorry.
Shout out to Renee.
Yeah, that's
Sandoval. Yeah.
All right. So okay, so that's one.
So that's what we're doing. But
Right.
when we get home, the very exciting thing that we're working on is called Camp Leap.
Can
Leap.
live.
Leap.
Live.
It's a chance for women to come out to camp just like you did when you were a kid. It's a health and wellness retreat,
Yeah.
and it's going to be September 28th to September 30th.
3
And
days.
Yes, you arrive Friday night,
Okay.
and then your Saturday
Can you
you get
explain
to
how a lot of
decide
this
what that
still
looks like when you
Yeah.
register. We've got
Decide.
lots of fitness
But
options.
What I
I think
what
we need
thought
to
was
explain
really
to the local
interesting,
people
talk about
Yes.
that leave means leave
moral beliefs
everything
things like
and
that,
play.
the cash.
So you literally are leaving everything at
You were
home. You're
talking
bringing your
about,
best friend or
how
10,
you could
and you are
trace
going to register for
World Trade Center
hip hop yoga.
bombs,
You're going to do
planes,
hula hooping if you want. You
back
can do Zumba.
to
You can
the
do, of course,
1950s and the
you can
CIA's
do
first overt operation in
bar
Iran
classes.
bar classes,
overthrow
Pilates. They're-
Bar classes. That's the word.
to install
It's
the
not
wall.
the kind of bar.
I was gonna say there's a beer bar or something. I'm there. I'll be
No,
there.
it's the kind where you gotta like lift your legs. and
Yes, it's based on ballet fitness program.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we've got some amazing instructors that are going to come out. And
I'm
lead us
getting
through these
educated
ideas.
here today, big time, to be honest. I never knew so many options there out there.
Yep, so
Really
we have,
nice.
Yeah, we have wonderful instructors who will lead us through all of these things, and hopefully we can learn something new and try new things that we wouldn't normally have tried in our daily routine. So the idea is to pick up, leave, play, enjoy, try, and then maybe keep trying after you leave. Say, I like that, and maybe I'll try it again. And so it's that gateway into trying new things, right? So,
Well, and that's I think part of too why we chose to have local instructors, because it's nice to have, if you try a class with one of our instructors, you can find out where they teach when you come home, and you can say, hey, I love that, I'm going to give that a try again.
Can take
And
whatever they
if
want
not,
to
you
take.
can come to one of our Zumba classes.
Perfect. But before we move on,
Or you're like
who came up with this idea?
You know,
Because that's
yeah.
this is such a
there's no
awesome idea.
you know, ethically,
Wow.
yeah, but practically,
Congratulations.
Thank you. Gabriel and I
They just
are partners
That's
in this
all.
business, and it just keeps evolving. It started out as, I think you went to one camp a while back, and then we fantasized and dreamed that maybe one day we would do it, and
I think also too, as Zumba instructors, which we love, we often leave our classes and people will come up to us and just say that Zumba is such a safe gateway drug to fitness. You come in, you're in the crowd, you're just dancing to the great music and you're having fun, and all of a sudden you realize you start to feel good about yourself. You've maybe had the chance to even be a little sexy, and you have sweated and you feel great. And we were just saying, we think it's so important that women have an opportunity to try these things and to experience that same feeling of time to themselves with their friends, away from our busy lives, a chance to move a little, a chance to laugh a lot, and we just sort of started talking about how we could make that happen. So that's what Camp Leap sort of was born out of. It's September 28th to the 30th, and we're holding it in Coleman, Alberta. And
How far away is that from here?
it's an hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
And it's just long enough to pretend that you've left it all behind.
Perfect. Any contact number?
Yeah, absolutely. We're on Facebook and Instagram as Camp Leap, and the registration is an online registration, and it just went live on
so
Friday.
exciting. We have registrations pouring in. Make sure you get yours in. We have a limit on the numbers that we can accommodate out there. So please, please, if you plan on registering, get it in. We are filling up. We have a guest speaker coming out. Her name is Corinne Borbridge. She is a psychologist, and she's from Calgary. She's a dear friend of mine, and I just got goosebumps. See that? Oh, great! She has an awesome story to tell us about her journey with. You know what? I'm not going to give it away, but she has an awesome story to tell us, and if you don't get goosebumps or need Kleenex when you're done hearing her speak, she will be our speaker on the Friday night, and kind of kick off our night with that. So I was going to tell you about Corinne. That's it. But anyway.
Yeah, that's good. All of our instructors, that is the thing too. We've talked a little bit about how there is some fitness components. Of course, you don't have to choose the fitness components. We do have other activities, but
I like this one.
yes, we do have that one. It's called Sleeping In.
Is it?
You can you have a box to tick your activities
Oh, wow.
or me time.
Yeah, and then you don't have to worry about anything because I know that you guys have a caterer.
Oh, the best!
Right?
What? Tell us more. What have you heard?
Well, my boss, my wife, she was telling that she's going to be part of your event and then she's going to be catering for you guys.
We
That's
are very.
awesome.
Yeah, Carol. We met with Carol, and she put together a beautiful menu. It's all homemade. It's nutritious, and it's. I mean, it looks so good. I don't know. You probably won't want to give away any secrets, but it's all really good food, and these guys do a bang-up job. Fresh, delicious. It's amazing.
And you don't have to cook, and you don't have to do the dishes.
Right. Yeah, I was going to say, so that's a really good getaway, basically. It'll be 3 days from getting away from any type of situation, any type of whatever you have in your life, and then you can enjoy yourself, and then you can actually have a good time, and you not to be worried about anything. How can you actually say no to that?
I know, and I'll tell you, it's actually not a terrible price either, if I do say so ourselves. I think so. It is only $399 for the entire weekend. You have a place to sleep. You can have private accommodations or semi-private
And
accommodations
there were
or
no
camp
women.
bunk style, which sounds
It was all
super fun to
guys.
me.
At a time
and,
when sodomy was
So, and
actually a
your
crime.
food is included. There are snacks provided throughout the day. We've got water and juices and teas and coffees all throughout the day. Your meals are all provided. Campfires. We get a guest speaker. We get what else do we get? We get activities. We get time to ourselves.
There might even be prizes.
There will be prizes. Like,
Wow.
really? I'm in. No,
I
was
might
going
have
to
a couple of
say-
sponsors too. So yes, yeah,
that would be
yeah,
great.
Yeah,
that would
no.
be fantastic.
I do have especially one sponsor, Deluxe Granite. They always been really good sponsors for all these things. So
That's very
I'll
cool.
double check with them, and I'm pretty sure the boss. They'll
Well,
be
now
more than
that you've
happy.
said it, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that I know they're here to basically